All right, we've got some local media here who are just going to ask you a few questions. Media, if you could please just state your name and your outlet and use the raise hand function, and we'll get started with Sam Purley.
Hi, Josh. This is Sam Purley with Hornets.com. Welcome to the team. Just overall, how did you find out about the trade from Dallas to Charlotte, and what was your reaction and just overall excitement to be joining the Hornets?
Yeah. I'm in Abu Dhabi right now, but I was in Australia for the last probably like 2 or 3 weeks. So I found out during Australian time. So I was sleeping at night. It was about 3 in the morning. I got the call from my agents, and I'm just super excited. I mean, I think I'm very excited to be a part of something that seems like a lot of fun. I've been seeing a lot of the videos on Instagram and social medias, and it seems like a fun team, and amazing ownership in Rick and Gabe, and they're building something really cool. So I'm super happy to be a part of it and have a new opportunity.
Thank you and welcome again.
Thank you.
We'll go to Nicholas Carboni.
Hey, Josh, Nick Carboni from NBC. Welcome to Charlotte. I know you're in Abu Dhabi now, but what do you think you can bring to the Hornets with what you know about them and what you know about their new coach, Charles Lee?
Yeah. I think just going off what I said before, it's such a young team, and they play at a fast pace, and I think I'm able to thrive in transition, and being able to pick up the ball and playing defense, and just continue to grow my game. I'm still a young guy, and I think it's been fun to be around older guys in Dallas, be able to learn from them, and take that to Charlotte, and just come in with a winning mindset, and yeah, be ready to go.
Rod Boone.
Hey Josh, just wondering, obviously LaMelo Ball, you know about him. What do you feel you can kind of bring to this team, along with him in the backcourt to kind of figure out the next level for you guys as a tandem, potentially?
Yeah. I mean, me and Melo came in the same draft class, and he's a very talented player. He gets all his teammates involved, great passer. So, I think just going back to transition wise and being able to push the pace. I think we have the ability to be a very fast team, and it's enjoyable to play that way. So, I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy picking up full court and just trying to be physical on the defensive end and lock into my assignments.
And then second thing is your finals run with Dallas this past year. How do you feel that experience will help you, and what can you bring that to the Hornets to kind of help them again to that next level a little bit here?
Yeah. It was an amazing experience, especially going against, coach. But I think I was able to learn a lot, just from, pressure wise and also just preparation wise going into the final series. I felt like I was able to grow a lot as a player, in certain situations. Um, and also, it's once be in there, I definitely have an itch to be back there. So, I'm very, highly motivated, and yeah, just excited.
Sam Farber.
Hey Josh, welcome to Charlotte. Sam Farber from Hornets Radio. Curious what kind of role you foresee for yourself here joining the Hornets. You obviously progressed quite a bit in Dallas from your rookie year to having a major role for a team that made the finals. But looking at the situation in Charlotte, what do you see as your future with this team?
I mean, I think, just coming in and just, working as hard as I can. Like I said before, I still think I'm, a pretty young guy. So, I feel like in Dallas, I was able to do, certain stuff and, be very committed to that role. And, I think I'm able to continue to develop and be able to show, different areas of my game, and, just let the game come to me, and, continue to put in as much work as I can. And yeah.
We'll go to Walker.
Hey Josh, welcome. And just real quick follow-up. Have you communicated with Charles Lee or Jeff Peterson about what your anticipated role is going to be?
Yeah, I mean, so both they've been amazing, with communication with us, and we've been in, constant contact. I think for now, the big thing that they've, you know, huge focus is, focusing on the Australian team for now. And, then being able to get into a deeper, relationship and being able to talk about that at a time after the Olympics. So yeah, I mean, but they've been amazing communication wise, and it makes me feel, very comfortable.
Go ahead, Richie.
Hey, Josh, this is Richie of the Buzzbeat podcast. Jeff Peterson and Charles Lee have been targeting guys with high energy, guys that have a desire to get better, especially on the defensive side of the court. Why do you think those traits are so important? And then also, where does that energy show up and that work ethic show up in your game the most?
Yeah. I think it's, very important, just from a winning, aspect. There's so many talented players in the NBA. And I think it's, being able to find a difference in stuff that can affect games. And, not only, it does benefit yourself, but also, benefits the team. And I think that's, shown with, recent champions and how they play the game. So I feel like energy is like a big part of the game. And, I'm always more than happy to bring energy from the defensive end. And, just it can be anything, being, physical and, finding the open man. And, I feel like I'm playing my best when I'm able to get my other teammates involved. And honestly, it makes the game a lot of fun.
And just as a quick follow-up, both Joe Ingles and Dellavedova has played for Charles Lee in the past. Have they had any conversation with you as you guys are training for the Olympics?
Yeah, Joe, Joe's not a man of many words, but he's definitely, had his, he loved Coach Lee in Milwaukee, and he thought he was an amazing coach. So he's very happy that I'll be able to play under him.
Go ahead, Mike Solarte.
Hey, Josh, Mike Solarte, Spectrum News One. Welcome to the Charlotte Hornets. I know you mentioned you're in Abu Dhabi and you're getting ready for the Olympics. Have you given any thought to perhaps crossing paths with Team USA in Paris?
Yeah. I mean, we play Team USA on Monday actually in Abu Dhabi. So it'll be a good challenge for the boys.
And the thoughts of playing in an Olympics, because you mentioned you're a young guy, you're 22, 23, you still got several years or several Olympics ahead of you to play for your native land.
Yeah, I mean, I think going into this one, I was lucky enough to be able to go to the last Olympics during COVID. But obviously, I was a younger guy and, be able to learn from older guys like Joe and Patty. And it's fun. It's always fun being able to play with these guys, and it's very enjoyable.
Jason Brown.
Hey, Josh, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jason Brown, also with Spectrum News One in Charlotte, Mike's colleague. And thank you again for joining us halfway around the world. You've had experience, obviously, with the NBA. You mentioned your role with Dallas and what that was. What is your foreseeable role with Team Australia? And can you sort of like expand upon what you do for them and maybe how that can grow and expand in the NBA with your new team here in Charlotte?
Yeah. I mean, I think, it's go like off the being coming into the Australian system at a young age, it was, first just like, learning the system and playing against older guys, Joe, Patty, and guys like that. So, I was able to, learn a lot. And I think over years, my roles being able to, gradually change and, become bigger. And, I think, this year it's been a lot of fun, being able to come more off ball screens and, dribble handoffs and, being able to create it. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna, I love playing defense. Love picking out full court and, just bringing energy to the team and trying to, create plays.
Jeremy Grandison.
Hey, Josh, welcome to Charlotte. Jeremy Grandison for ESPN Charlotte. I just wanted to ask you, you said you've played with a lot of veterans coming up, and now you're kind of joining a younger team in the Hornets. What have you learned with playing with veterans, and how can kind of that translate to you kind of being a vet on this team with the younger guys?
I think just, being able to, be there for the younger guys, I think coming in the league at such a young age, I learned that it's a big adjustment, not only basketball, but, also off the court. And I think being able to have guys, who were there for me in certain areas and certain situations was probably the most beneficial part of, just growing up as a basketball player in the NBA. So, I'm always, open to being able to help younger guys out. It feels weird saying that because I do still feel like I'm young. But it's great. And, I think, Grant Williams is probably doing an amazing job of that in Charlotte now. He's definitely a great leader.
All right, guys, we got time for two more. Let's go to James Plowright and then Christos Saltas.
Hey, Josh, James Plowright from Hornets on SI. You obviously, PJ Washington was in Charlotte before being in Dallas, and you got ex-teammates Seth Curry, Grant, who were there last season. Have they reached out to you? Have you spoken to them at all? And what have they told you about Charlotte?
Yeah. I spoke to, Grant was actually probably one of the first people to call me. And he's super excited. And he, said it's a great culture and, super fun to be a part of. And he said he's been having the time of his life. He's super happy. And I'm really looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing Grant again. And they've said nothing but positive things.
Thank you.
The last one to Christos.
Hey, Josh, Christos Taldas, Portal Greece. Hope you're doing well. I would like to ask you that the desire of the team is to make something big with a young core. How this expectation and the desire fits with your expectation in Charlotte? And also, I would like a Australian national team in the Olympics.
I didn't get the second part. Sorry about the Australian team.
The second part is about the comment about the group stage of your national team with Spain, Canada, and Greece.
Yeah. I think being a young team, it's a lot of benefits. I think at the end of the day, we're hard hitting team. We be able to play, physical, be able to get the ball up and down in transition, and teams. That's not really, teams don't love, playing super fast. And I think that's something that, we're really going to be able to have. And, playing with younger guys, it just makes it, fun, chemistry wise. And, I really do think, this team can be very special. So I'm really looking forward to being a part of it. And just winning. I really enjoy winning. So I'll do whatever I can do on, on my side to do that. And then the Australian team, obviously, yeah, it's a very tough pool. But, I think as far as that goes, preparation for us is, just making sure that, we're playing the brand of basketball that, we play. I feel like we have kind of a different way of playing compared to other, international teams and whatnot. And, I feel like our chemistry is very high. So obviously it's very tough pool, but, I really do think that we have a team that can be able to make it far in this Olympics and be able to medal.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you very much, guys.